name is Nicole Fiore, and I roller skate. You know the old school roller skates, two in front, two in back? Yeah, those ones. I'm gonna be teaching you how to roll and entertaining you along the way. Come roll with me. If this comes out when I hope it's gonna come out, yesterday was Halloween, so happy Halloween. I always had such good Halloween costumes growing up because I just used old competition outfits that I had. So like, I had like ballroom outfits, I was a ballroom dancer. I had like a tiger outfits, I was a tiger. I had just all sorts of stuff that I could wear. So I just had like elaborate like rhinestoned outfits because that's what I had for competition. Anyway, I hope you didn't eat too much candy, but if you did, it's time to practice roller skating because you can work it all off. I haven't skated in 3 days and I feel really off right now, so I should like warm up a little. All right, so back to some turns. I had mentioned before that there were other turns besides the 3 turns, brackets, counters, rockers, and today we are going to go over Choctaws. So Choctaws are important. They've always been important, but now they're especially important because of the world skate rules. You have to do Choctaws in different directions. And from my own understanding, this is the direction of the ending edge. So if you do a left outer forward Choctaw, bear with me, I'm gonna try to record these at the rink later, but in case I don't, I'm gonna demonstrate them. Left outer forward Choctaw is on the left outer forward edge, and you end on a right inner back edge. So your edge that you're ending on goes like this way. So you go into the Choctaw, you switch edge, and you go out like that. Now a right outer forward Choctaw, and you go into it like this, and you come out of it like this. So in the rules, you have to do a Choctaw ending one direction and the other direction. So if you do a left outer forward Choctaw, that ends that way. To complement that, you have to do another one that ends this way. So that would be a right outer forward Choctaw or a left inner forward Choctaw. Yeah. So Mohawk turns and Choctaws are like siblings, just like 3 turns and brackets and counters and rockers. So a Mohawk turn and a Choctaw are siblings. The Mohawk turn goes from an outside to an outside or an inside to an inside. Now a Choctaw goes outside edge to inside edge or inside edge to outside edge. Now to really make this turn count for credit in your competition, or if you just want it to look really good while you're skating, you have to maintain the edge until the very end of that edge. So you have to maintain the edge until you switch feet. So if I'm on a left outer forward edge, I want to stay on that edge until I bring this foot past to and position and past, and then you put the foot down and switch and pick the other one up. Now, if you do this really well, you can get some power off of it. If you really maintain the edge, you can push because you're on it so far that there's nothing else to do other than dig that wheel into the ground and pick it up. For the outers to inners, and I'll just talk about the forward because I don't like the back to forward. You rarely get credit for it anyway. I can't think of it offhand, but I think it's in footwork. They won't count the back to forwards, only the forward to back. So that was made very clear at one of the seminars last year anyway, because someone was like, okay, well, what about back to forward? And the main caller, the head caller, Nicole, was like, yeah, those never get credit anyway, so just don't do them. And that made a lot of sense to me, and that was like a bam, I told you so to my skaters who wanted to use the back to forwards, and I was like, you're not going to get credit on that because it's just not obvious enough. It looks like you're just stepping forward. A forward to back makes a lot of sense. So the outer edges, forward outer edges, I prefer to swing the foot in front. Now you don't have to do this is a style choice, but I prefer to swing the foot in front. So if I'm on my left foot, going this way on an outer edge forward, I would swing my right leg in front and hold on to that edge. Now this is kind of weird, but I switch my arms to not face the inside of my circle. I switch them to face the outside of my circle as I do this because I want to prepare myself for the next edge. So if I'm here, I could push and then I would switch the arms as I swing the leg forward, still maintaining my lean to my left shoulder and maintaining the edge to my left. So here we go here, push, swing, and then I dig into that edge until I switch. And then my arms just stay there. That's the reason for switching. So it goes here, I switch, and then as I dig in, I tighten up my upper back and they just stay there. So then when I finish the Choctaw, my arms are to the inside of the circle and my head is facing the inside of my new circle. So I am my arms to the outside, then my arms to the inside. And this just helps me maintain the edge. Now, this goes for the, well, I guess it's the opposite for the inner to outer, because my inners, say I'm on my right inner forward edge, I face the inside of my circle, and then as I bring this foot in to switch and put it down, I check, but I do leave my arms there. So then my arms are facing the outside of my circle when I am finishing. And in order to stay safe while doing this, you have to really sit and like brace yourself, because as you do the Choctaw, as you exit, if you let your hips go forward at all, whoosh, you're gonna go straight back. So you have to maintain really good balance when switching feet and really sit into that edge. Obviously, these are style things with the arms and with the leg and all of that. You're allowed, I think anyway, you're allowed to do pretty much anything you want with your arms and feet, free legs, while you're doing Choctaws, but this is just how I personally like to do it and how I think it looks best. Like I said, these are really important if you are getting into the new World Skate rules, because you have Choctaws in both directions in your footwork, in your artistic footwork. If you choose to do that feature, you have it as an added feature into your cluster if you want extra points on that, or I do believe into your travel as well. So honestly, it's in almost all of your requirements. It's even in some dances. Hello, Dance Blues, one of my favorites. So get used to it, because if you are just now learning this, it's gonna be around for quite some time. So, yeah. Hi. Well, wasn't that educational? Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel while you're at it. You know, if you want to learn how to be cool and not fall down so much. It was my very favorite because it was my first compulsory I ever had to do in 2007 in junior roll class. But then again in 2010 I had to do it because they looped back. I was in that event so long that they came back to my original dances. So the Dance Blues and the Harris Tango I had to do twice in 2007 and 2010, and luckily I did win both years. That would have been real bad if I had won in 2007 and then got worse and didn't win in 2010. But luckily